to me. The long ass legs. That is not going to be comfortable for you. Okay.
Is this all right with you?
This is good. This is good with me. I'm good.
Can I just put my knee on your knee?
You can.
Is that fine?
But I just want to make sure that you're comfortable.
This is good for me.
For the next hour?
Oh, I can do it.
Okay,
She's
let's
flexible. She can do things that you ain't seen before.
Oh shit, alright, well.
In God's name.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. Hold up, you got a little something on your teeth.
Oh,
Dang it.
God loves
You want me to touch your teeth? Teeth?
Yeah.
Now it's on your gums.
Oh, really?
Hold on, let me get
I don't have
tissue?
paper towels.
I'm gonna touch it. You're gonna touch your...
She really can't move
Mouth.
on until this lipstick is off my teeth.
There you go. Oh, this is weird. Move your top lip up.
This is so embarrassing.
Okay, wait.
I could just fix this.
Okay, no. Well, you might have to... Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to, like, dab your lips.
Okay, I'll be back.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
Good idea.
Okay, so let's give a little recap.
Yeah.
So at the end of the last episode we did blind swiping on Hinge for Amber because she's trying to find meaningful relationships out here in LA, but that seems to
not be real.
that's not happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so we swiped, we made a few matches.
Mm-hmm.
What happened with that?
I have quite a few pen pals. Here's the thing. Since, the last episode, Should I Quit Dating? Charlie did match me up with a few people. A couple of them, threw their hat in the ring. And then a lot more came after that episode. Like, I wondered, did they listen? Did they see the Craigslist?
They heard
the Craigslist list, listing? I don't know. But, yeah. And have I gone out on a date since? No.
Oh.
No.
Dang it.
They really are interested in talking to me, like on the text a lot. And
On the text.
I sound old. I know. I know. Like on the app. Not even like, let me get your number so we can get in touch and get to know each other. Or, hey, what are you doing this Saturday? They'll ask me like what I did with my weekend.
And that's it.
And then I'll tell them, and then I ask what they did with theirs, and then we might as well be talking about the weather. I'm actually at the point where I'm going to like just delete all of it. Just delete all of it.
Everybody says that.
No, seriously, to the point where I'm going to give them an ultimatum, which is a great way to start relationships. I'm just thinking of telling them, hey, I actually prefer like talking on the phone. Would you be interested in setting up a time to do that? Because I probably won't be on here much.
The type of man that goes online doesn't know what he wants. So he's trying to find options. So you're just one of those options, and he probably doesn't really know himself. Therefore, he doesn't know what he wants. So, yeah, he's not going to have a whole lot to say. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. So you're looking for this meaningful connection via a social app. Do the two, like...
You wait until now to tell me I'm doing the whole thing wrong?
Hey, I'm going to try your method. I'm going to help you. I'm going to take your Hinge app and start replying for you because you asked me to.
She does. She will take my phone and she'll start replying to all my matches, and I have to look back up to see what I say.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, because I told her I just get tired. Like, I'm just writing you back and forth like we're friends or something. I don't text my friends this much.
You don't.
Maybe you're right. They don't know what they want, and I'm just kind of like asking questions, and it leads to nothing. And I'm like feeling, me and my time.
She loves her time. It's very valuable.
It is. It's a scarce resource. I need you to use it wisely.
Yes.
We need to advance. Like,
I love you and your standards, and you are high achieving, and you are a go-getter. And I don't think that there's a lot of people like that, or at least in the spots that you're looking.
yeah.
I say get off the apps altogether and start meeting people in real life.
I'm working on that.
Okay. We just gotta do things.
I
Ladies
know.
doing
But I
stuff.
don't have my friends to do stuff with. Like, you guys are both booed up. My peoples are booed up or far away.
You swear that is an issue, because might I add that you are also booed up to an extent, and that takes away some of your time and your
yeah, it
availability.
takes away some of my time.
So I feel like I make the best of the time. Like, whenever you ask, you're like, I don't know. I
Whenever
feel like
I ask. I have to
Yeah.
ask.
because I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. That's the thing about me. I'm just not gonna know. And I think I've given up trying to mind read or like trying to overextend. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, I'm here. You know, I got your back. I'm gonna always be there for you. Let's do something. I'm here. You let me know when you're free.
Yeah, I think that's just it. There's never any love lost, but I'm always one to kind of like reach out and push for things that I want. So when it comes to my friends, I'm like, sometimes I have the energy to seek out and sometimes I don't, right? So, I mean, sometimes I just want low-hanging fruit. Like, because I'm always striving for everything else, and it does take time and energy.
Yeah.
And it's not just you, it's like with other friends too. It's like, I wonder what they're doing, but it's all right. I'm just gonna go do something else because I had to find out, and then I have to have a plan, and then sometimes I don't want to put in that effort.
Yeah. Let me say two things. One, if you ever are like, I want to hang out with Charlie, just text me, hey, what are you doing? Okay, I don't have a plan, but you want to come over? And I'll be like, yeah, let me see what my schedule looks like, and I'm going to come over. Like, it's not a problem.
That's one thing I don't like.
What?
Let me see what my schedule looks like.
Do you want to see my calendar?
I actually don't.
It's so full. I'm in October right now.
I know. I legitimately don't want to see your calendar.
But why don't you
there
like
have
that?
been times where I've reached out and you're like, okay, let me see when I can pencil you in maybe. And like we never have the conversation again.
Oh no.
Yeah. So like I really don't like feeling like a number. And
what do you want me to do?
You're being honest about where you're at. And that's why multiple times I'm like, you know what, how about we just don't?
How is that a solution?
Because it's meeting somebody where they are. If I don't feel like putting in the extra effort and you have a busy schedule, then it's okay to just let things be.
That's not meeting. I think that's you like walking away from the meeting. I'm just like, yeah, let me see from all of my clients and like work schedules, when do I have enough time gap to go over to drive to you and see you, which I don't have a problem doing.
I know you don't have a problem doing
But
that.
why get upset? Like, oh, well, now she has to pencil me in. Like, I can cancel all of my clients.
I wouldn't want anybody to do that. That's with anyone. I don't want anybody to be like, okay, well, let me see when I can squeeze you in as a friend. I expect that within a business appointment.
Okay, I'm still not seeing a solution then.
Well, I guess I didn't try to find one because I didn't see it as, like, it's something that I want, but I don't see it as a problem.
I think it's a problem if you're getting agitated over it. There's like a frustration behind it to the point where you don't want to reach out anymore.
It's not really you, though. It's me. It's like I only have so much energy and I spend it all.
But what's the problem with me trying to like, okay, let me carve out this time. Let me see. Just like, let me see. I can do it. Let me just try to find the time. Like, how is that an issue?
I know it's never your intention to like make me feel like less of a priority. And so I tell myself that like, that's just where she is right now. That's just this stage of life that she's in right now. It's part of that evolutionary piece we talked about. Yeah. There were stages of life where you were more available and I knew your work schedule and I knew when to hit you up, and it was never like this pieces that we had to match together to fit. That's not this chapter. So in a way, I was just trying to like conserve my energy and not force it to be a different chapter that it's not.
I mean, I dig that, but I want communication too. Like, how do we have this friendship and I never knew you felt like this? You know? Like, that's important to me. And again, if you're to this point, I want to know, like, okay, if I need to word it different or if I need to reach out to you in a different way or whatever the case is so you can feel as a priority, then I'm okay with doing that.
Yeah, I think maybe I should change the way that I've been communicating because I've just been like, I'll get in where I fit in, right? And that's been the thing, but I haven't been trying to make myself fit in either because it does kind of add to that, like, why should it have to fit? Like, it should be easy. I'll try to fit when it's easy or when there's an event, you know, I'll be like, hey, are you free for this event? You know, like that's very purposeful and it's very yes, no. Not like, yeah, maybe we'll do it sometime.
Nope, I don't like that. We've been friends for how long? And this is just not the route I want to go.
No, of course. And I think it's part of developing, right? Like,
Yeah.
your schedule has changed. Relationships have been added to the mix. I have relationships I'm trying to develop and some that are in gray areas.
Yeah.
Like, I'm honestly, it doesn't take up much of my time though. Like, but it really doesn't. I wish it took up more, but it doesn't. So with that, it's like, okay, I'm pretty available. Like, not including my job, of course.
I guess
ridiculous.
That's what I have in my head. I'm like, okay, she's busy because she's going to school. She's working. If she's not working, like when she gets home, she has to plan. Like, I guess I just have this idea of you always being busy. And so I don't really try to plan anything.
You're not wrong though. Like, I keep myself busy, but that doesn't mean I always have a plan. So I'm never bored because if I have downtime, I'll shoot a YouTube video. And because I'm always getting ready for the next day, but I could do that at night, the night before, or I could do that the morning of. Like, it's so flexible. The only things that aren't flexible, obviously, are me wrapping up the masters. Sometimes I have deadlines for coursework.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not due until 48 hours from now, let's go, baby.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I'm just going to bug you more.
I didn't know I needed it.
I was about to say, like, look at you. Like, this is a new Aamber.
Yeah, I want, like, connections and shit.
Yeah.
I have more capacity for relationships than I have in the past. And I think that's part of why we ended up doing this episode on like, hey, I'm trying to cast my net out there and trying to reel something in, and I ain't getting no bites, you know. But I think I really have shifted since our last episode towards like developing friendships, and that's why I've kind of been getting involved in this church I'm going to, and like I'm like, maybe it's not relationships that I'm needing, maybe it's just more authentic
Meaningful
connections.
Yeah.
You know, you got friends that are getting promoted, that are deep into their jobs and new relationships themselves, and I'm just like, I should have more than 2 people to reach out to. You know, so.
Oh, do you want a hug?
I don't, but I'm.
Oh, don't hug me if you don't want a hug.
Well, do you want one? Because you brought it up. Because I'm thinking you want one because you're saying do you want a hug? And
give me a hug. Come
okay.
here. She's like, no, I don't want a hug. Oh, I love you. Look at us. Meaningful connections.
I know. It's always going to be like that. I never once worried that, like, our connection was fading. Ever.
Me either.
Okay. I just want to be clear on
However, I think it is important to discuss the maintenance. Because that's something that we don't really talk about at all.
Yeah.
Because we always talking about maintenance of relationships in a like a romantic sense, and how we're like, yeah, that's important, and yeah, we evolve and we grow, but we also grow in friendships too. So.
True. Remember maintaining friendships?
Oh my God, we we had a whole ass conversation about it.
Did.
Episode, I should say.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a long time ago. That was like 2016. We recorded an episode on maintaining friendships, and it's funny, one of the friendships I was talking about that I was struggling with in that episode has been rekindled this year, and I couldn't be happier.
That's beautiful.
That
deserves a celebration in itself.
Exactly. Like, when we talk about growth and we talk about development and all of this stuff, that's very girly. I understand men should listen. I know, I'm stereotyping gender roles, sorry.
Yes.
Excuse me. But let's be honest, like, dudes are like barf right now.
No.
Come on, many of them.
No, Drake just dropped Certified Lover Boy, and he's like spewing out all of his feelings and shit, and dudes are like talking about, oh, I'm too sexy, and like just feeling themselves and getting in touch with their emotions, and I think that's important.
I think so too. I think it is too. But I think he just had a son, and that's what's triggering this response.
That's true.
He's like, oh my God, loving something outside myself.
Like, this is a new world.
What's happening?
It's not girly. It's
no,
necessary.
you're right. It's not girly. It is human connection.
Human. Yes.
But I totally forgot what I was going to say about it. She's like, I couldn't help you. I interrupted you, and now I can't help you.
You're saying, let's see. Oh, maintaining friendships. We were talking about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll just start with the friendship that's been rekindled. Like, I had a loss in the family recently, and like, you know, that person came out, and it was kind of unexpected, and it's just like, it's just come such a long way from that last episode that we had discussed, that I was just kind of surprised at what time can do and how relationships can change over time, and also that we needed that time apart. And that wasn't really a bad thing, and makes me think that relationships don't really end. They're just changing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of comforting in a way.
Yeah. Like, okay, we put it down and now we can pick it up at a later date, right? Or, yeah, just a constant shift. And I guess it depends on the people in that relationship if you're going to put in the work and the effort to pick it back up.
Yeah.
It's like, are you willing to do the work that needs to be done in order to get this thing going again?
Yeah. And I feel like I had to pick it back up when it was easy for me to pick up. Like, I keep going back to effort. Like, I'm relentless when it comes to the things that I pursue, like that I really, really want. And I'm so tired of being relentless. And I'm so tired of being excellent. And I'm so just tired. Like, I'm tired of proving. I'm done proving. Like, guess what? I went into this next class that I'm in right now, and I'm like, I'm about to give you subpar work. And I'm all proud.
She was so happy. She was like, I got a B at least. And I'm like, yes, you did. You got it.
I'm going to give you the bare minimum today. How you like it. And it's an adjustment as a Black woman to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I want to live my life. Like, I want more out of this life than being excellent with no reward. So
just to work harder, improve yourself even more.
Yes.
They're like, okay, you're so good at this. Here's more.
Right. Yeah. And that's what happened.
For no compensation.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So professionally rolling it back, and then personally I've rolled it back. Like, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to put a whole lot of effort into, like, you know, controlling things I can't control, you know? So I think that's part of it. But my point was I had to reach back out to that friend when I was in a place where I'm like, I can handle this not going anywhere near my way, right? Yeah, we had a falling out, but I could reach out with no expectation. And I keep talking about that with our last episode. When it comes to me dating, I have no expectations.
Right.
Like, when you reach out in that spirit, it's actually, like, I just enjoyed it more and I really got the fairy tale ending to that situation that I wasn't expecting. But I would have been okay if I didn't.
Right. And I think that's where the magic happens, right? So you send your intentions out there, but if you hold on so tightly to your preferred outcome, I feel as almost like it slips out of your hands, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you being comfortable also ties in with that mindset of abundance, right? Like, hey, it's all going to work out. You know, I want it to go this way, but even if it doesn't, I know something good's still going to happen and everything will be fine. It's like, okay, well then here you go. Versus, I need this to happen this way exactly or else. It's like, all right, you're not ready for it.
Yeah. It's very constricting.
Yeah.
And I still have those thoughts. Don't get me wrong. Like, I have a certain dollar amount in my head I want to make by next year.
Hello.
And it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Secrets. But yeah, with everything else, I'm like, you need to pick and choose, lady, because you are running a mile a minute, and where are you going? And that's
stressing yourself out.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? You know what we're not going to do? Hard things that don't need to be hard. I'm happy that we got to talk about forming and maintaining connections, because even the ones with ourselves, I mean, in relationships, outside of relationships, and seeking to build new ones, it's so important and it's so relevant always.
Yeah. There's love languages for your romantic partner, but there should be like friend languages.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We should come up with that.
Is there a quiz? And somebody probably did it already, right?
I mean, it's not prevalent.
Okay. Well, maybe we should. And it should be Black specific, because that matters. It should. What? I didn't realize that was funny.
Why does it has to be Black specific?
I think it can be, yes, because, you know, like, I feel like not Black people need a guide to their Black woman, and we can make that guide.
I guess that's true. Like, we think that we're cool and casual, and they're like, you were really mean.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
And you gotta have a specific kind. There's factions of Black women too, so if we could capitalize on and really get in on the niche market, like, hey, does she wear hoop earrings with her name in it? That's one category.
It's true. I think gonna perpetuate stereotypes that way.
I'm helping the masses.
No, you're not helping. You're like, okay, if she's a hood rat, this is how you have to be friends with her.
I didn't say those words. All I said.
If she's a light skin, curly hair, green eye motherfucker, this is how you're gonna have to talk to her.
Okay, fine. We'll pretend like we're all the same. Whatever. We're not.
Connection. No, we're not. But our differences are key to establishing that connection. So we don't have to change who we are to make a connection with these other people. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I'm actually just trying to get them to change who they are.
Change who you are so you can be friends with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm... Okay,
Absolutely
fine.
not.
I'll let you draft up the plans, but...
I'll draft it up.
We don't like when I do it.
Because you're like segregating people.
You're
like
trying to
brown
organize
paper bagging
information.
them.
Maybe.
You are definitely doing that.
Okay, fine. You'll figure it out, and then I'll just sign on.
Okay.
I'll go with it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so friends quiz. We'll keep it very general and vague, and not culturally specific at all.
Yeah. I think it's
Okay.
fine that way.
Okay.
We're all one race, the human race. She's look at her lips tightening up.
And on that note, we're gonna wrap it up here. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Don't forget to follow Ladies Doing Stuff podcast on Instagram.
There's Twitter, Ladies Do Stuff. Instagram, Ladies Doing Stuff. What else do we have? We have a website.
We do, and it's gonna point you back to all the awesome YouTube videos we have. So make sure
Yes.
that you subscribe on Instagram.
Yes.
Oh wait, you can't do that. Make sure you describe.
You can
Make sure-
describe.
Just go. Just go. Just.
Describe our website on our YouTube video.
Take two. Hey guys, can you run that? Fix it in post.
Hey, Michelle, you got that?
You
Okay,
gonna fix that?
she got
Should I
it.
pick back up at? Okay, so make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right.
Michelle's so funny. Yes. Also, go ahead and listen to the full episode over on wherever you get your favorite podcasts. That is what, Spotify, Apple Music. My brain is done. That's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Google Podcast, you name it,
Stitcher.
we're there.
We're still on Stitcher.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Awesome.
Yep, feed is still active. So wherever you find your favorite podcast, you can find us there too. Search for Ladies Doing Stuff podcast.
Yes.
All right. We missed you, and we're so happy to be releasing on a regular schedule again. So thank you so much for continuing to support us.
Mm-hmm.
We love you so much. And this is one where you want to catch the whole episode. So again, make sure you go ahead and listen on your audio device while you're in traffic, whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Bring us along with you, will you?
Go ahead and do that. So we'll see you next time. We'll update you on Amber's dating adventures.
My search for love.
Yeah. And then we'll be back. We'll see you next month.
All right, this is Aamber Elena.
I'm Sharam. Should I go by Sharam or Charlie?
Whatever is easier for you. It's
We haven't talked about Sharam yet.
yeah.
And that's
so
why.
until then. So yeah, for now you can be Charlie.
I'll be
until
Charlie
you-
for now.
Okay.
To you.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
This is Aamber Elena,
And I'm Charlie.
and we're done.
We're going to go.
Okay,
We're going to
bye-bye.
go connect.
Yes, we are.
Hold my hand.
What did you? I was like, which one?
Bye.
Bye.